Turning now to the pandemic, Florida reporting more than 46,000 cases since Friday. Those numbers expected to change following Labor Day weekend. And with the Delta variant and the new Mu mutation fueling concerns, local leaders are ramping up efforts to get shots in the arm, especially for the front line.
Local 10's Annalise Garcia joins us live from a vaccination site in northwest Miami-Dade now. Annalise.
Gio, the superintendent of Miami-Dade schools, tells us that they are seeing a lot of people who work with them losing their lives because of this aggressive variant. We also know that over 125 transit workers are not working. They're out right now because they're sick with COVID-19. Now, in light of all of this, they have a pop-up vaccination site here in northwest Miami-Dade for today. People arriving to Lillian C. Evans K-8 Center this morning to get vaccinated. This pop-up site in response to the number of growing COVID-19 deaths.
It's an information or disinformation problem that we're dealing with, particularly impacting certain communities who have historically had some concerns, reasonably so, about medical intervention or vaccinations. But right now, we need to put those differences and those concerns aside, prioritize the health and well-being of our workforce and our students and move forward.
A challenge local leaders are facing: vaccine hesitancy among frontline workers is high.
And once they're gone, they're gone. There's no do-overs. And the only thing that you have to do to give yourself a fighting chance is to get vaccinated.
Transit employee Michael Williams died over the weekend, and more than a dozen Miami-Dade school workers and bus drivers died in the last few weeks. The union believes none were vaccinated. Sonia Diaz, spokesperson for the transportation workers, tells us a trend across the board is the high amount of people dying from COVID-19, specifically in the African-American community.
Is that across all of our labor unions, we're seeing a high number of African-Americans who are unvaccinated and that are passing away. Just in the transportation workers union, we've seen 6.
The head of the nurses union at Jackson Memorial Hospital says vaccines are still highly effective, and the spike in hospital stays is finally easing, but there are still cases rattling families. Now, the superintendent of Miami-Dade schools does tell us that they possibly will be voting on Wednesday about likely giving anybody who elects to get vaccinated a $275 stipend. And this also goes to anybody who has also already been vaccinated. Again, this will be voted on Wednesday at the school board meeting. There's something already in place like this in Broward, but now it's Miami-Dade's turn to see if they want to do something similar. For now, I'm live in northwest Miami-Dade. Annalise Garcia, Local 10 News.